Hi everyone, I'm Sarah from Allcraft TV. Halloween is fast approaching, so I thought I would take a quick break from crocheting clothes and accessories and do some awesome crochet Halloween projects. So to kickstart this mini series for Halloween, I'll be showing you how to crochet an easy candy corn bow. I say it is easy because you only need to know how to chain and single crochet in the US terms. I have done 3 bows with a different center for each, but for this tutorial I'll be showing you how to wrap the yellow yarn around the center to hold the bow together and give it that nice shape. But it is the same process for all bows. You can wear the bow in your hair using bobby pins or hair clips, or as an adorable neck bow tie. You can also adjust the size to have a large bow or small bow. The sizes are endless as you only need to chain in multiples of 1 plus 1. You will need white, yellow and orange yarn, a yarn needle, 3.5mm hook, and I am using the Tulip Edamo rose hooks that I got for my 21st birthday, and I have just done a short product review on them, so I'll put that in the link in the description below so you can check it out. You will also need a pair of scissors. To begin, we need to make a slip knot in the white. You can do this any way that you know how to. Now I'm going to make a medium-sized bow, so I'm going to chain 21. But to make a large bow, you can chain 31. For an extra large bow, chain 41 and chain 11 for a small bow. Just keep chaining until you have your desired length. But for this tutorial, I have chained 21 for a medium-sized bow. Now that we have the chain, we need to skip the first chain from the hook and single crochet 1 into the second chain. To single crochet, you need to insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops to single crochet 1. Into the third chain from the hook, single crochet 1. Into the fourth chain from the hook, single crochet 1. Into the fifth chain from the hook, single crochet 1. Just keep single crocheting 1 in every stitch along the chain until you get to the last chain. As I said before, this candy corn bow is really easy to make as you only need to know how to chain and single crochet and change color, but I will walk you through that. I am just doing my last few single crochets for row 1, and if you are doing the medium sized bow like me, you should have 20 single crochets. To begin row 2, we need to chain 1 and turn our work. Into the very first stitch after the chain 1, we are going to single crochet 1 into that stitch to keep the edges nice and straight and to have the perfect rectangle bow. Into the second stitch along the row, single crochet 1. Into the third stitch along the row, single crochet 1. Into this fourth stitch, single crochet 1. Now just go ahead and single crochet 1 into every stitch along the row for a total of 20 single crochets, and I'll meet you up near the end of row 2. We need to single crochet through both loops as well, and this will be the same for every row and for every single crochet that you do. Also, the chain of 1 doesn't count as a stitch, it's only a turning chain. Into this very last stitch we need to single crochet 1 to have 20 single crochets for row 2. This row 2 is basically the pattern that we will be repeating for all 12 rows. So that's 4 rows in white, 4 rows in orange and 4 rows in yellow. To begin row 3, chain 1 and turn your work. Single crochet 1 into the very first stitch as the chain 1 doesn't count as your first stitch. Into the second stitch, single crochet 1. Into the third stitch, along the row, single crochet 1, and just continue to single crochet 1 in each stitch until you reach the end of row 3. Now to finish row 3, just single crochet 1 into that very last stitch. Remember to count your stitches so you're not accidentally increasing or decreasing your rows. To begin row 4, the last row of the white, we need to chain 1 and turn our work. Single crochet 1 into the very first stitch along the row. Single crochet 1 into the second stitch. Single crochet 1 into the third stitch. Single crochet 1 into the fourth stitch. And just keep single crocheting 1 into every stitch just like what we have been doing for the previous rows, until you get to the end of row 4. At the end of row 4, we will be changing colours. So into this last stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, grab the orange yarn as we want it to look like candy corn, yarn over with the orange yarn and pull through to single crochet 1 and to change colour. To begin row 5, we need to chain 1 and turn our work. Before we go any further, I like to cut off the previous row's colour, which is the white, and tie it with the orange to secure the work. Now single crochet 1 into every stitch until you get to the end of the row, for a total of 20 single crochets. Also for row 5 to 8, we will be using the orange yarn, and we will be repeating this chain 1, turn your work, single crochet 1 into every stitch for those rows. I am at the end of row 5, and to finish this row I am going to single crochet 1 into the last stitch. To begin row 6, chain 1 and turn your work, and single crochet 1 into the first stitch, single crochet 1 into the second stitch, and just continue to single crochet 1 into every stitch along this row. I am near the end of row 6. So for row 7 we need to chain 1, turn your work, and just like what we have been doing for the past 6 rows, we need to single crochet 1 into every stitch, including the first stitch, to be able to keep the edges straight and to have 20 single crochets. I will leave you to do this and I'll meet you up near the end of row 7. There is just one more row of orange, so that will be row 8. And with row 8, all we need to do is just chain 1 and turn our work and single crochet 1 into every stitch for a total of 20 single crochets. So we are just repeating what we have done for row 4. And as you can see, this bow is really easy as the rows are just repeated with the same pattern. I will leave you to do row 8, and I'll meet you up near the end of this row because we will be changing colour. Into the last stitch for row 8, we need to insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, grab the yellow yarn, yarn over with the yellow yarn, and pull through to single crochet 1. For rows 9 to 12, the next 4 rows, we will be using the yellow yarn. So for row 9, chain 1 and turn your work, and single crochet 1 in every stitch along the row for a total of 20 single crochets. For row 10, chain 1, turn your work and single crochet 1 into each stitch along the row for a total of 20 single crochets. For row 11, chain 1 and turn your work, and single crochet 20. That's 1 single crochet in each stitch. And for the last row, row 12, chain 1 and turn your work, and single crochet 1 into every stitch along the row. Now that we're at the end of row 12, we will need to chain 1 and pull up our yarn. And cut it off and then pull the loop through to secure the work. All that is left to do now is just weave in the ends. You will need a yarn needle and just thread the strands through the needle, then weave the needle through the work. And if you have any strands remaining that have been weaved in enough, just cut them off as well. You will need to do this for all strands. So this is what we should have. There are 4 rows of single crochet in white, 4 rows of single crochet in orange, 4 rows of single crochet in yellow to form a rectangle. Now we are up to the last step. We are nearly finished this really easy candy corn bow. The last step is to grab either the white, orange or yellow yarn, or you can be creative and use all 3 yarns at once. You will need to pinch the orange section like this, then fold the yellow and white sections upwards and wrap the yarn strands around the center of the bow as many times as you wish. Tying the yarn around the center is an easy way to form the shape of the bow. To finish off, just tie the strands of yarn together and weave the strands into the bow to hide them. And that has made your very own easy crochet candy corn bow. I hope you liked this tutorial, and if you did, please hit the like and subscribe button to become part of the Allcraft TV community. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.